We're in San Francisco for the first annual Bay Area Yarn Crawl, where we'll be attempting to visit all 21 shops in just 4 days. Today we are trying to go to 7 stores, and we've just arrived at our first one, which is Avenue Yarns. We got to meet the owner, Rebecca, who was super sweet and so helpful, showing us around all the special things they have in the store. They have a ton of locally sewn items, project bags, totes, crochet hook rolls, you name it, it's there. And Rebecca says they like to do a lot of pop-ups on weekends, so always be on the lookout for that. Something else that's really special is they have their own line of yarn from Martha Egan that is dyed just for them for the store. And they have several different bases. They had a really squishy DK weight yarn. Then they had several yarns blended with silk. They had a silk alpaca, a silk mohair, and a single ply silk merino that was so dreamy. We're off to store number 2, which is the Black Squirrel in Berkeley. I've been really looking forward to this one because I have been hearing good things about it for years. So let's go check it out. Maya and Sally of the Black Squirrel are just amazing. We could have spent literally all day in there. In fact, they say come and hang out and sit at their table. They have stitch nights 2 nights a week, and their biggest thing is community. You're gonna see so many local things in the store. Actually, Maya kept telling us how important it is for them to have friends of the shop contribute to the shop. So you're gonna see yarn dyed by Olivia, which is the Speckle and Friends yarn. I had to get some myself. You're gonna see baked goods. You're gonna see project bags that Sally makes that are so adorable. There's too many things to say, so take a look, you're gonna love it. Okay, on to store number 3. This one is called a Verb for keeping warm. And I've also heard of this one, so I am kind of curious to see what they have going on inside. This place is not just a yarn store, it's also a dye studio. So make sure to pay attention to their hours because they aren't open every single day of the week. They are dyeing most of the time. All of their yarns are dyed naturally, and we actually got to get a peek at what that looks like. There is a whole area in the back where they grow plants so they can dye with them. Things like indigo and logwood and madder and weld, things that I didn't even know about. And Sarah, their production dyer, walked us through all of that, and it was so much fun. Stop number 4 is Piedmont Yarns. We are at the point of the day where we have to start hurrying up because we're trying to go to all 21 shops this weekend. Make sure to check out the Kira K trunk show. They have so many amazing designs. There are knit and crochet designs, but the crochet ones were like a real standout to me. They are so beautiful, made up with fine yarns, lots of pretty shawls, and they also have a bunch of kits that are put together for these designs. Owner Celia is also a designer, and you will see their Shetland Light cowl on display. They've also put together kits for this one, and it's a really fun rainbow of colors. Celia's sister makes these fun bags. I think they would be really great no matter where you are because they have that like really thick waterproofing material. Marsha at Busy Stix is literally the nicest, like offered for us to like park and stay at her house tonight and like come in and shower. Literally the best community. We sat and chatted with several people and it was so much fun. There are tons of trunk shows going on at the store. There are bags, there are jewelry. They have their own set of stitch markers just for the crawl. Also make sure to check out Bella Yarn, which is a locally dyed yarn. And definitely make sure to give Finn, the shop dog, a pet. Something that's really fun that they're doing for the crawl is this lovely bingo card, which is on like beautiful cardstock. You could also print one from home if you need to. Several of the stores still have them. Now, what you do is you can get a stamp when you go into a store, or you can get other like areas by posting on social media, like if you take a selfie in front of a store or are crafting on transit. So when you get 5 stamps in a row, aka a bingo, you can be entered to win a bingo basket. But if you get a blackout, you get entered to win another additional grand prize. It's the last store of the day and we are going to Busywork's Craft Studio. Busywork is such a cute store, and Bernadette was absolutely a joy to talk to. Her family actually came in while we were there, and she has a 5-year-old daughter, and in the back of the store they have all these craft tables and they do things for kids all the time. On Sundays they can come in and they can use the tables and craft, and then they have a lovely little seating area as well. Martinez is a really cute little downtown area. It's beautiful outside right now, so there were people everywhere, families everywhere, and they have a lot of things like farmers markets and First Fridays where Busywork participates and has a store open and has special pop-ups and different events. I just ran back from the car because I forgot my card, and we are starting day 2 at Knit House on Main. We're in the cutest town ever. Let's go check out the first store. Let's start with the fact that this is the cutest town ever, right on the water, and everyone is out walking their dogs or getting breakfast or getting coffee in the sun. I wish we could stay here all day. The store was no different. It's beautiful and bright. There's a library ladder, and they have so many cool things. You'll want to look out for this Japanese yarn called Soredo. It is the only store in the area that carries it, and potentially the only store in the US that has this. And that is because the resident designer Chiaki brought it in and designs with it, but you're also going to see a lot of Chiaki's designs throughout the store. There's also a special yarn crawl design that is this beautiful shawl. During the crawl, Knit House on Main is giving away raffle prizes daily, so definitely make sure to enter when you stop in. This next store should be pretty interesting because it is Dharma Trading Co, which as far as I understand is one of the dyes that like 50% of the indie dyers that we have seen this year have used. So I don't know what to expect exactly. Sorry about that. We kind of messed up the camera, but what I was saying is we have no idea what to expect here because it's yarn dyeing stuff. So let's just go see what we find. So you know all of the indie dyers maybe that we've been seeing this year or that you're familiar with, and there are like only a few companies out here that make acid dye, and Dharma is one of them. So I just want to put that connection together for you because like this is the place. They have a big distribution center down in Petaluma, but this is their like storefront. So they sell their dyes there. You can get dyes for wool and silk if you want to dye yarn. You can get dyes for cotton if you want to do tie-dye, and they teach classes there on how to dye fabric, but not yarn just yet. They had a trunk show today, totally rad yarn, and we got to meet Jess the dyer, and of course she uses Dharma dyes, and I got this beautiful show colorway to put into my blanket. So now we're headed literally just down the street to Atelier Marin. This store has so many fun accessories with the Atelier name on it. Like everything is just put together so nicely. They had stitch markers, they had tins, they had bags. They even had bags that were made just for them with their logo on it. In addition to carrying just a wide selection of different yarns, you're also going to see some art yarn here. So there's lots of really fun and unique bases and sparkly things to hold with your knitting. For our fourth yarn store today, we have come into San Francisco and we are going to start at Love Best Fibers. This shop is really cool and really unique. So Brit partners with women entrepreneurs in Tibet, Nepal, India, and locally in California to create all of her yarns. They really like to get into kind of different kinds of fibers. So you're gonna see yak, you're gonna see like coarse spun things for rug weaving, just a really unique things here. Their yarn Lena is 100% pashmina, and it is the only 100% pashmina yarn on the market. It is made from the underbelly of the goat, and it is super, super soft. This is also Brit's weaving studio, so you're going to see lots of her lovely works of art around the store. So we're officially halfway through all of our stores. This is going to be store number 11. And no, you're not seeing double. This is another location for Atelier. We learned that this is the original location of Atelier, not exactly like this location, but the one in San Francisco started first. It was started by Amanda's aunt, Grace, and it's been open for like 32 years. When Amanda moved back to the San Francisco area, she opened the sister store in Marin that we saw earlier today. And then when Grace passed away, she gave the store in San Francisco to Amanda, and now Amanda runs both the stores. You're gonna find the exact same stock here in San Francisco that you will in Marin, which is really cool because if you're shopping at one of the stores and you need more yarn, they can just call up the other store and find you what you need. Atelier has an extensive class list, and not just knitting and crochet, but also weaving and spinning. Amanda gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the stockroom, and they have a ton of yarn. So whether you're making a sweater or even a blanket, they have plenty for you to get. I hope you're having fun on the yarn crawl so far. I know that we are. And we're only halfway done. We still have 10 more stores to see. Don't worry, you do not have to wait very long for part 2. We're actually going to premiere it tonight. So if you want to watch the last 10 stores with us live, make sure you get on the channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is where things start to get a little dicey because of parking in San Francisco, and we had to kind of move our schedule around. So it's the perfect time to transition into a part 2. But we'll be starting right back in San Francisco with our second and final video. There's also going to be one more part to this video embedded in the podcast this week, podcast 221. We're showing all the behind the scenes of how we make a yarn crawl happen, all of the mishaps, all of the parking things, and everything that happens in between. Bye for now, and we'll see you in part 2.